and light shining down upon us.
Tragic was also inevitable.
Place seems to be in some state of permanent creep. One of those dark figures lurking around the harbor.
Holy crap, somebody actually came. Of course I'm surprised. The column's so desperate they sent us out here to fight goddamn ghosts for old gasoline. Everyone else is tied up fighting the vultures or dealing with the cold. Man, it feels like a miracle seeing you here. Well, not literal ghosts, but they seem close enough. We've been calling them shadow deviants. We were loading oil from the harbor when the power shorted out. All of a sudden, those things swarmed us. By the time we figured out these shadows could be stopped by shining a strong enough light on them, it was too late. Most of my team is dead. And most of those that survived are injured. We couldn't even make a run for it. Now that you're here, though, we might actually have a chance. It might be difficult to reach, but there's a control room where you could reactivate the power. If you could do that and get the harbor lights back on, we could drive out of here safely. I have something that should help. A shock baton. Maybe you can use its charge to temporarily jolt the lights back on. Thank you. You're our only hope, so be careful of the dark.
Power cell. Huh. Try hitting it with the shock baton. You might be able to light up the street lights. With good timing, we should be able to light ourselves a safe path right up to the control room. Good. We managed to get to the control room. Now we need to figure out how to turn the power back on. Since the streetlights all have power cells, I bet there are similar power cells around here. That did it. Power's back on. I guess you really know how to light up a room, huh? What? Not even a sympathy chuckle? Alright, come on. Let's get back to Cora. Those instincts weren't wrong. This level of cold isn't natural. Look at the ice on the ground. I think it's a clue for the door. Let's follow the ice and see what we find.
Never thought I'd be so happy to see some lights turn on. You just saved our lives. Until you showed up, I was sure we were gonna die here. Then again, how did you know we were here? That nerd sent you? Who knew? Seriously, I'm impressed with him. Guess he's a stand-up guy. Now that the harbor lights are back on, my team and I should be able to drive out of here and bring that oil back to Whalebone. When I get back, I'll thank Axel properly. Once again, thank you for saving us.
Take a look at that ship. Do you see anything? Even if you don't, I do. And trust me, birds have better eyesight than people. There's a freight elevator nearby, so let's get higher up. us an icy reception, but we got the deviation in the end. Let's go back and tell Lo.
You didn't just save my team, you helped all of Whalebone. That fuel will make all our lives easier. Oh, sorry. I thought you weren't coming back. I was going to go there myself, but it seems I didn't need to worry. You're a real pro. I've decided to dedicate more of my research to new weaponry. We'll show those deviants what we can do. Oh, right. This is the reward I promised you. Thanks again.
The deviation detective does it again. Honestly, all kinds of rumors circulate among deviations. For another deviation, maybe you are considered my master. Anyway, the Hydronaut fish told me what happened. I have to say, you always find a good solution. Just so. I could not agree more. Now take the Hydronaut fish home where he belongs. Another job well done. You have made me eager for the next episode of Deviation Detective. Ah, I see you have emerged back into the light. I am curious to see what kind of deviation you brought back from that gloomy, haunted place. A remarkable little fellow, I have to say. Although I do not believe this deviation is the one responsible for the park's state of darkness. Its nature, as a Gazokyo, must draw it to darkness. The amusement park's constant night was the perfect place for it. I think you better keep this one for yourself. You never know when you are going to need it. And I know I can count on you to take good care of it. Have a hot cup of tea, my friend. I know this deviation made you suffer, but guess what it can do for you now? Make endless ice cubes. The ice pot is like an ice machine that needs no electricity. I'd say that's quite a find.
Hey there, Mayfly. I want to thank you for what you did for us at Fiskur Harbor. Our situation here has greatly improved because of your actions. I don't know what we would have done without that oil. Unfortunately, we have another issue to deal with, and I could sure use your help again. We have a regularly scheduled convoy leaving for Bear's Den carrying valuable cargo. But between the vulture attacks and our casualties in Fiskur Harbor, we don't have enough troops to escort it. Medicine, weapons, and the latest intelligence reports from Onyx Tundra and Vina Fjord. More valuable than gold. Our leader, Roland, is headquartered in Bear's Den. He's counting on those supplies and those reports. Alas, after Starfall, people have had to do whatever they can to survive. Roland was able to lead us through these tough times, even providing resources for scientific research. Everything we have, it's all thanks to the effort of Roland and his soldiers. As the one in charge here, I need to help them. Ah, sorry. I got carried away. We'd like you to lead the convoy. Make sure they get there safely. Roland will meet you at the rendezvous point outside the old ski resort, then take charge from there. That's the basics of it. Go find the transport captain, and he'll give you all the details.
Good, you're here. We can finally get this show on the road. Okay, I've marked the convoy's route on your map. Just follow the route and keep an eye out for any vultures. They're like roaches. Finding one means there's a whole nest. If you spot any of the scum, eliminate them all to protect the convoy. In short, the vultures are ruthless and cunning. Everyone needs to stay alert, but don't worry. You just need to get to Roland. He's the toughest fighter in the whole North. Even the vultures are afraid of him, all right? Easy peasy.
Rob! That was back before we came to this island. Back when we were still innocents. Naive boys and girls. Back when we had parents to protect us. Those were the days when we still had hope. When we still believed. I remember their faces. I remember their names. I'll always remember. Thank you, Dad. If it weren't for you, we would have all lost a long time ago. Here's a song I think you'd enjoy.
Looks like the perfect place for an ambush. Keep your eyes peeled. I don't see Roland anywhere.
I'm glad you made it. My name is Veronica. I'm Chief Scientific Officer of the Column. It's nice to officially meet you for the first time. Due to circumstances, I'm now in charge of the team. Thanks for your hard work. A few days ago, Roland led a team to Emberstrand to check on vulture activity there, but never returned. The team that went with him are missing. I tried to track their signal, but to no avail. Yes, It's completely out of character. Roland is our most capable warrior, and his team are all veteran fighters. If it's a situation even they couldn't handle, but a theory is just a theory, until it can be proven. At least the convoy will make it through safely, thanks to you. And once I'm back in Bear's Den, I can turn my attention to finding out what happened to Roland and his team. But right now...
The vultures are attacking! It's an ambush!
Come on, let's go.
These vultures were shrewd. They held their ground until the once we were all in their sights.
Once again, you've proved your worth to the column, Mayfly. Thank you for everything you've done for us today. I would say I don't know how to thank you, but I have a feeling I'll be able to find a way. The column and Bear's Den are always open to you. Roland believes that's where Igna has established his headquarters, and if it is indeed where the Vulture's base of operations is, it represents a major opportunity to strike at the heart of our enemy. But all that is still an educated guess based on intelligence gathered from various sources, not all of them reliable. Roland went to Emberstrand to confirm the intelligence and learn what he could about what the Vultures are planning, but Roland and his team never returned, and there's been no word from them. Look at this place. It's impressive, isn't it? We should find Veronica when she returns.